Well, the Toronto Marlies with a tough test on Wednesday night as they face the Chicago Wolves, a team that is 34, 25, 6, and 1, but on the road they have an excellent record of 18, 13, and 3, and they have been solid lately, just like the Marlies. Both teams 6 and 4 in their last 10. Chicago on a bit of a run here of 5 straight as well. They will face the Marlies, the Wolves will, without Ty Ratty, as he was called up to the St. Louis Blues. That's 42 points out of the lineup for John Anderson's Chicago Wolves. 21 goals, 21 assists. But make no mistake, they are a desperate hockey club, just like the Toronto Marlies have been a desperate hockey club for the past month, trying to work themselves in to a playoff situation.
Definitely, we know what schedule ahead holds here. We've got some good teams coming up, and we know what we have to do to get in the playoffs. So.
The Chicago team also in that same situation. In fact, I don't think there's anybody this month that you guys don't face that aren't as desperate as you guys. How do you approach it coming into tonight?
You just got to approach it the same way we have been. We've been successful as of late. We've really had a strong push. So we just got to keep our game together and realize that we've been doing good things and to keep that going in order to get our wins. So.
What are the good things and what are the success points you guys are having?
We've been strong defensively. Really cycled the puck real well in the O zone. Special teams have improved a little bit, and most importantly, just play hard. We know it's going to take hard work to do it.
I feel like we've been playing pretty good hockey. Even myself, I thought when I was generating chances, just one of those games where the stars aligned, and I was able to put a couple home.
You look at you guys getting put back together, Nylander and Rupert as well. How's that feel on a comfort level?
Yeah, obviously me and Rupert are pretty excited to be playing with Willie. He's a pretty good player. Obviously, his skill set is second to none, and so anytime you get a chance to play with a player like that, you make the most of it.
You guys got an optional day yesterday. Important at this time of year? Are you feeling like you need the days and the time?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at this point in the year, it's all about rest and playing each game at your utmost, and so well, hopefully today will be a good game.
Gord, it feels, of course, like you guys have been a playoff run for about a month here now. Do you find that rest is probably more important than anything else at the moment?
Yeah, and we recognize that. And the last couple of days, we gave them Monday off, and then yesterday was a real light day for everybody. So, but the response has to be when the game begins. You got to be on your toes and taking advantage of that rest, but and being sharp in your mind. And you might have gotten away from being on the ice, but you have to think about what you want to do when the game begins, and can't afford to ease our way into games and then get engaged as it goes on. And we got to be ready right at the start.
This team, Chicago, in the same situation, desperate as well. How do you approach a game against a team that is likely in the exact same situation you are?
Well, our mindset has to be the same, and I think probably John Anderson's saying the same thing to his team over there. You just have to rely on what got you to this point and play to your strengths and go out there and make sure that you're executing what you have to do, and we'll prepare for them on what we want to do, but we have to just make sure that we're going out and executing what we have to do.
How is it important to have guys like Levo on the team after last year's playoff run and going this year?
Yeah, Josh is a guy who's got some playoff experience behind him. Sam Carrick now is back with us. Greg McKegg, Stu Percy. You go, and they're all young players in their career, but they're kind of seasoned guys now, having been through that.
Well, as Gord Dineen pointing out, Sam Carrick is back in the lineup, and the Marlies certainly hope to improve on their home record of 18, 12, and 5. They're 32, 25, and 9 overall. 2 more games coming up this weekend, the Lake Erie Monsters, and that's a Friday night tilt against another team that is trying desperately to get into the playoffs, and the Grand Rapids Griffins, who have solidified themselves a playoff spot, but certainly are trying to move up to get that #1 seed.